Hey guys, Cody and David here at Venomous Wargaming, back with you guys with another battle report. So today's battle is set with the better part of Valor. So if you guys don't know what that mission is, we're going to describe it as we go. If you guys want to know absolutely anything about the channel, you want to support us, all that fun shenanigans, be sure to go down in the video description below. And be sure to subscribe if you already haven't. Hit that bell notification so you know when we're putting out some dank content, as David likes to say. And yeah. So big shout out to everybody on Patreon. Thank you Dr. V and James, Gregory, Michael, and Ian. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to be like those gangsters, jump over to Patreon. And that's it. So Seraphon versus Beastclaw Raiders today. Both of David's armies, obviously. It's a bit of a throwback. Last time we did this was like 6 months ago.
It was a while.
It was a while ago. So we're
trying a super random list. Threw it together last minute. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No croak this time. So we're going to jump straight into it. We'll see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, if you're watching this particular clip, then you are officially watching the abbreviated version of a full feature battle report, so you're only going to see turn summaries. If you don't want to watch this guys, go over to the next video and watch a full feature. If not, stay here and you're going to see this video. Hopefully it's about 30 minutes or less. So basically we got Beastclaw Raiders versus David Seraphon. So I'm in command of the Beastclaw today. So basically what David made this list for me to be like is we got a Frost Lord on Stonehorn, and he's got the Blade of All Frost on his spear, and then his command trait is Massive Bulk. We've got 2 more Stonehorn Beast Riders, left and right here. We've got 2 4-man units of Mournfang Riders with their
Guardian Hackers?
Yep, those. And then we got a Butcher as an ally. We got 2 little Frost Sabers here in a unit. And then we got a 3-man unit of Yetis. And that is it for Beastclaw Raiders. We're going to jump straight over to Seraphon. Alright, David's going to explain Seraphon.
Alright, so we got an Eternal Star Host here, led with the Slan Starmaster. He's going to have Incandescent Rectresses, and for my additional artifact, since I am taking the Eternal Star Host, I will put the Coronal Shield on the Eternity Warden. As you know, in Eternal Star Host, you're going to have 3 units of Seraphon and Eternity Warden, so that is the battalion. Starmaster, like I said, Astrolith Bearer, Engine of the Gods in the back, a Bastillodon with a Solar Engine. We've got 4 Razordons over here, and then a massive 40-man unit of Stars Warriors. And that's it.
Whole bunch of boys right there with spears. So that's it. We're going to jump straight into the battle now. David wants to go first.
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to let David have the first turn. If you guys are watching full feature, then we're going to roll straight into the whole game. If you guys are watching abbreviated, we're going to come back at the end of the hero phase for you guys. So yeah. Alright guys, sum up hero phase turn 1 for Seraphon. Basically what happened is David got 13 conjuration points and went ahead and summoned 2 units of Skinks. There was no damage done, and the Engine of the Gods couldn't do anything because he's outside of range to use his ability, which would have caused D6 mortal wounds to one of my units.
Didn't want to teleport anybody.
Yep, and that's it. So we're going to move straight into movement, and we'll see you guys in the next summary. Alright guys, to sum up the movement phase for you guys for Seraphon turn 1, David literally just had the Saurus Guard here.
Shuffle here.
Yeah, they just shuffled around a little
Shuffled there, these guys moved back, and they kind of closed it up.
And the Bastillodon just moved up a little.
Ready to hold the pass.
And that is it for movement, so we're going to jump straight into shooting. Alright guys, summarizing the shooting phase, what happened is Bastillodon here rolled double 1s for his shots, and missed both shots anyways. The javelins here are out of range, but the bolt spitters from the skinks here did manage to peel a wound off of the Frost Lord on Stonehorn. And that is it for the shooting phase. The Razordons over here to the right-hand side are well out of range, and that's it. So at the end of shooting phase, that's it. Just one wound inflicted, and we're going to jump straight into charge phase. All right, everybody, that's the end of the turn in total. So no more shooting, no charges, and that's it. No battle shot needs to be taken. So David's going to stay a devoted coward and hold these objectives, and we're going to roll straight into turn 1 for Beastclaw Raiders. Alright guys, so end of the phase summary on turn 1 for Beastclaw Raiders. I got a 4 result on the Beastclaw Raiders Winter's Blessing table, so I got a free 3-inch move for the whole army except for the Butcher. The Butcher did successfully cast Voracious Maw on that unit of skinks, killed 3 of them with mortal wounds, and that is it. So I'm going to go straight into movement, and I'll be back at the end of the shooting phase. Alright guys, so this is what the board is looking like at the end of the movement phase, and at the end of the shooting phase, all that happened was I managed to do 1 wound to the Bastiladon there from David targeting it with a Blood Vulture, even though my target was the Slan. And this Blood Vulture over here did 1 mortal wound to the Slan, or not the Slan, the Bastiladon, and failed as well. And that's it. And I managed to kill 1 skink here with a pistol shot from this Skulk.
Blew him away.
It just blew him away. And that's it for shooting. So we're going to go straight into charge phase, and I'll come back when we start in combat. Alright guys, into the charge phase is what the board is looking like. So I had Mournfang Riders, the Frost Lord, this unit of Stonehorn Beast Riders, and that unit of Stonehorn Beast Riders all make it into combat. I ended up squishing 5 skinks here with mortal wounds on the charge. I ended up causing 1 here on the Bastiladon, and I squashed 2 here, plus an additional 1 from the Mournfangs, so for 3 casualties. And that is the end of the charge phase, so we're going to go straight into combat. Okay, and now that's officially the end. So you got Battle Shock here on the skinks. We're just going to see what that's going to do real quick.
5.
Would you roll a
plus
5? You're
10,
fine.
They're good.
Alright, so that's the end of the turn proper. I get 3 victory points. And this clip is included in both videos, just like the last one, so we're going to jump straight into seeing who goes into turn 2. So I'm going to roll. You get it.
Yeah! 2.0 for the win!
So we're going to let David go into Hero Phase turn 2. Nobody cares, David! Alright guys, at the end of the Hero Phase, David gets 10 configuration points. He only cast 1 spell, and that was Mystic Shield on the Bastiladon, which he got. I couldn't block it. And he teleported a unit of Saurus Guard over here to the left side of the board, and he teleported his 40-man unit of Saurus Warriors all the way over here. And that's it. He didn't do any damage at all. He summoned these guys to the Engine of the Gods. There's 20 skinks here. And that's it. So we're going to jump straight into movement, and I'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. Right, everybody, into the movement and shooting phase. So in the movement phase is basically what happened. So David summoned some more skinks, which appeared here and here, which that was from the Hero Phase. These guys were teleported earlier. The Razordons moved up. The Saurus Guard have kind of made a half circle here to kind of protect the heroes. I don't blame David for doing that, very smart. And those Saurus Guard have not moved at all because they teleported. And that's it. So for shooting, he did 3 wounds to this Stonehorn from Razordons. Did no damage over here at all except for, I think, 1 damage from a laser beam attack from the Bastiladon, and that was it. So that's it for shooting. So we're going to go straight into charging, and we're going to come back to you guys at the end of combat. Alright guys, so in the combat phase at the end of turn 2, for Seraphon, I lost a couple wounds here, so I'm down to 6 wounds remaining on this Stonehorn. I lost 2 more wounds on that Stonehorn, so he is down to 9 wounds remaining. And that's pretty much all the damage I took. I managed to kill 2 of the Razordons and put this one down to 1 wound. And I did not hurt the Bastiladon at all, and that's it. So we're going to jump straight now over to Beastclaw Raiders turn 2, and I'll come back at the end of my Hero Phase. Alright guys, at the end of the Hero Phase on turn 2 for Beastclaw Raiders, all that really happened was I used my command ability on my Frost Lord, and my Butcher took 3 mortal wounds out of choking on something he pulled out of his pot. So go Butcher. So that's it for the Hero Phase. I'm going to go into movement, and I'll come back to you guys at the end of shooting phase. Right guys, into the movement and into the shooting for Beastclaw Raiders. Basically what happened was I had these Mournfangs move up. My general here has ran, and the Mournfangs over there have all moved up. In the shooting phase, what happened was I had the Skald here shoot a pistol into the Razordons. He blew one's head off, and that one completely missed. I don't know what he's on. There was a single mortal wound caused on the Saurus Guard. One of them perished to that. And then the Bastiladon here took a harpoon to the eye from this Stonehorn, and he was killed. So the Stonehorn has been freed up, and the Yetis over here have ran up to go do Yeti things. And that is it for the movement and shooting. I will come back to you guys at the end of the combat phase. We're going to get some juicy fighting going here. Right, guys, at the end of turn 2 for Beastclaw Raiders, what's happening is the Frostlord single-handedly killed 22 Saurus warriors, and the Mournfangs took out the rest of them. The remaining unit then fled to Battleshock. The Mournfangs over here wiped out a unit of Skinks. This Stonehorn killed the last Razordon, and this Stonehorn here killed the entire unit of 5-man Saurus Guard that were here. And that's it for combat. So at the end of the turn, I seize control of this objective, and that's it. I'm going to hold on to it, and we're going to roll off to see who goes next. Going into turn 3. I get a 4, and David gets a 3. So I'm going to take the double turn, and I will see you guys at the end of my hero phase. Alright guys, at the end of the hero phase on turn 3 now for Beastclaw Raiders, on the Everwinter's Blessing, I rolled a result that gives me a reroll of 1s on my armor save for Beastclaw Raider units. My Butcher here cast Voracious Maw onto the unit of Saurus Guard that was right here in combat with my Mournfangs, and they were wiped out. And that's that for hero phase. He also healed 3 wounds and went up to 6 wounds remaining. He rolled a Trogoth Guts result, so he was able to heal a wound on all ogres within 14. So the Stonehorn there healed, as well as those Mournfangs, for 1 wound each. And that's it for hero phase. I'll see you guys at the end of the shooting phase. Alright everybody, into the movement and shooting phase for Beastclaw Raiders on turn 3. 2 Skinks were killed from Blood Vultures and pistols. And the Astrolith Bearer here took 2 wounds from the crossbow on that Stonehorn. And that's it for shooting. So we're going to go straight into charging. I'll come back to you guys when we're done with combat. Alright guys, into the turn summary now for turn 3 on Beastclaw Raiders. The Skinks here all got annihilated by the 2 charging Stonehorns. The Mournfangs here lost 2 of their number, but did manage to kill the Astrolith Banner and wound the Eternity Warden a little bit. The Stonehorn here killed all of the Skinks, and the Yetis and the Saurus Guard here have kind of fought to a standstill. There's 1 Yeti left on a wound there, and the other 2 are fresh. And that's it. So we're going to go straight into turn 3 now for Seraphon, and we're going to come back at the end of David's hero phase. Guys, summary for the hero phase, David's turn 3. He cast an Arcane Bolt into the Butcher, did 1 mortal wound. He tried to cast Mystic Shield, but the Butcher denied him, and he turned his last spell into summoning points. And that's really it for the hero phase. So we're going to move straight into the movement and shoot, and I'll come back to you guys at the end of the shooting phase. Alright guys, turn summary for the whole turn, really. Shooting phase, absolutely nothing happened. Combat phase, I took a couple wounds on this Mournfang. He's down to 2 wounds remaining. I lost a wound on the Stonehorn. He's down to 8. And I lost 1 Yeti, and this one's down to 2 wounds remaining. And that's it. The Yetis did manage to kill 4 of the Saurus Guard here and capture that objective, and that's really it. So now we're going to roll off to see who goes into the next turn. Right, next turn, David wins it, so we're going to go into turn 4, Seraphon. Alright guys, hero phase summary. The only thing that really happened was he did cast an Arcane Bolt into the Butcher, dealt a mortal wound, and he also lightning struck him from the engine of the gods and did 2 mortal wounds as well. Good lord, I can't talk. I'm down to 2 there, and that's it. Shut up. So that's it. Nothing else.
Okay, go on. I'm sorry.
Nothing else happens in the hero phase, and we're going to go straight into movement and shooting. Alright guys, end of turn 4 for Seraphon. This is a turn summary. So shooting phase, nothing really happened. Combat phase, I lost a Mournfang, and this Mournfang got dropped down to 2 wounds, but he survived Battle Shock. My Stonehorn here killed the Engine of the Gods. The Yeti killed the last Saurus Guard. And that is it. So we're going into turn 4 for Beastclaw Raiders, and I'm going to jump straight into my hero phase. Right, guys, we're actually going to call it here. David wants to just go ahead and call it.
I'm about to get triple charged by 3 stone horns. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be D6 mortal wounds per guy.
And then combat. So,
yeah, and lots of combat, yep. So that's it. So it's a Beastclaw Raider victory here, but I did realize that on turn 1, when I destroyed all 3 of the objectives on my side of the board, I left myself out in the open, and if David would have been not kind, he could have just held his 3 and the game would have been over anyways. But since David wanted to make it a good battle report, he allowed me to continue.
That would have been a 15-minute battle round.
Yep. So that's it. So,
dude,
it's a moral victory.
I don't know, like, you know, I wanted to test out a big unit of spears. Last time I did it, and you know, they got just demolished by your, when you were playing Death.
Yeah.
Remember that
yeah,
one?
I remember.
And, I mean, like, I feel like they could do well, but, like, I mean, dude, it's hard to, like, judge the worth of the 40 warriors when it gets charged by a Stonehorn with a frost spear. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's gonna go through anything.
He's like the beefcake of all beefcake combat models.
I don't really know if I'll ever play the big warriors. I'll probably try again. Anyways, yeah. Don't judge it off of just that. Yeah. I mean, dude, like, that was 22 wounds, man. That's rough. Brutal. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys liked the format we did this in, and that we recorded 2 separate videos out of 1. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, we're gonna go home, and well, I'm gonna go home. David's just gonna move this stuff around and have his living room back, and we're gonna go play some more time tomorrow and all sorts of fun stuff. So we will see you guys in the next video.
We'll start doing the more time soon.
Yep, we're gonna start recording more time soon for the channel, and we're also gonna have Lord of the Rings pop up on the channel soon too, and fun stuff. So we will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Goodbye.